welcome to the Viking booth.
Yes. Thanks for having us. Yeah, I'll give this up to Chris here in a second. Yeah.
Hook up to this one. He's still doing a little. He's going to help us do a little digital piece of something we want to show. Can I give you a few little?
Yeah.
Little pieces of.
Yeah, I want to see what you guys are doing and kind of what you're debuting. So
I do work. You know this. I do work more personally now with more of our strategic partners across the network for Supply Network.
Sure.
But I am still involved with the Viking piece of the business, and really proud of new Deluge Valve, our new VXD platform. It's a new self-cleaning.
Self-cleaning.
So as you see, this thing's in a vertical position.
Sure.
It's a diaphragm.
Yeah,
valve.
diaphragm.
So when we call it self-cleaning, and we drain through the valve, it's going to allow the seat to be clean.
Wow.
This is Drew. This platform, the VXD platform, is a lightweight ductile iron body.
Mm-hmm.
It's offered in an 1.5 up to a 10-inch.
Up to 10. I've never seen a 10.
First 10-inch valve for Viking even. So it's going to be offered in the 10-inch style. So it's all deluge equipment and pre-action equipment and ready to go now. Super small platform on the trim.
Will that move into across all the valve lines eventually, or is it?
It will, and you might want to take just a little bit of a peek. And this is not even at the show yet. We'll go through this, but I think I'll get Nancy to come over here and take a peek at this here with the valve configurator. This is a newer platform for us. And if you look over to the right there, the VXR. I don't think anybody here at the show quite yet understands.
Is that plunger upside down? Or
that's not a plunger.
Tell them why it's upside down.
Oh, sorry. I started my career with plunger valves.
That is a reset. A reset knob. We haven't even released this, guys. So this is the first time I've even getting a little peek at this. Anybody that's dialed into your show today, into the podcast.
Oh, this is your valve. Is this your valve selector?
It is.
All right.
This is the valve configurator.
Sorry.
So what Nancy's doing right now is she's kind of walking through the steps of being able to build a valve setup, whether it's wet, dry, pre-action, and she's messing around now with a valve we haven't even released yet. So it's going to be fun to drop that.
Oh wow!
But
that's really cool
on the underside. Wow.
Yeah. Flip it over. Can we get it even upside down, Nancy? Yeah.
Interesting.
So we can't tell you a whole lot about this product quite yet because we don't even have it all. But I like the fact that they've got it here for us to take a look at. Now, it's the way Nancy was working with this just now. This actually works on your computer that way. Grab it with your mouse. You don't need any kind of special. It's a web-based program.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
But it can actually, you can go through every piece of it, whether you're familiar with the Viking line or not. Our guys out in the field like to use this with groups that frankly aren't even familiar with the Viking line. So they get a chance to say, hey, this is what we have. You can configure it this way. You can work it this way. This is what we have.
Yeah, it's a good way to know exactly what you need for what you're doing. And one of the greatest parts at the end, you can get a complete product summary down here. It's going to show you the actual part numbers that you've selected. You can fill out your name and contact info. You can send yourself this list so that you've got a full parts list, or you can send it right to our customer service team if you're ready to place the order today. And the tech data part is really, really popular because it's going to pull right from the Viking website all the most updated tech data for every piece that you have selected.
For submittal or something, yeah.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, it's one of our coolest tools, I think.
No question about it. Interesting enough, I just noticed that.
Yeah.
So you can see that though. This is our dry valve pre-action, and you can go straight wet.
Wow. Oh, that's great.
What's the web address? Is it valve configuration? We get it straight from the website, the Viking website.
Yeah, go to the Viking homepage, and it's right under our quick links. Cool. It'd be a great way to get there.
Come take a couple look at a couple more products, and Nancy's going to be ready for the new supplynet.com website for you guys. So we got a couple of things that we're excited about too. We've expanded on our InstaSeal CPVC InstaSeal line with the sealing gasket in it. We've had the head adapters for quite a while, but we're finishing up with the head adapters with the elbows and the T's. Excited about that, and this know anybody that's watching is going to be really excited to see what this is. Owens, what do you got in your hands here? This is really a gasket insertion tool. So sometimes you have some issues with his gaskets, And what we recommend after you've installed it is that you actually pull the gasket, replace it with something fresh, and it'll allow you to have the seal that's intended for the install. So there's a few tools associated with that. We continue to enhance our XT1 platform with our sprinklers. Super small framing platform. It's got the swing arm for the dislodgement. We call it. I call it a swing arm, or the T is where the XT1 comes from. It looks like a T, but what it does is it keeps from any kind of lodgement with the pip cap.
Sure.
When it opens up, and we're actually moving in this direction with all of our sprinklers, but that one's continuing on. Another exciting piece for us is a redesign on a VK4621 concealed sprinkler that can actually be installed. If you can see that,
this is so much smaller.
It's very small, but it can be installed now, Drew and Chris, with the cap in place.
Wow.
So that can be installed with the cap on. You never have to remove the cap. Before, you'd have to remove the cap, install it, put the cap back on. But that's what we've
got
got
the
there.
QR on there.
QR for the wrench.
I like QR codes. I don't know why.
So I'm all about them too. But check this out, guys. So what you're looking at is a polymer, really hard plastic wrench.
Yeah.
Tested and approved, installed thousands. These things are super robust. But we also have the standard and tried and steady metal wrenches. But leave these behind. They're not nearly as costly.
All right. That's a big part of it too, right? The wrenches are, and a lot of our users in this platform, one of the big write-ups is they don't have wrenches, right?
Yeah.
So, more cost competitive wrench, plus you got all this stuff on there. So.
And I think that's the way we should be going too with that. And all of us are using 3D printing, and they have the ability to do that. And
that's cool.
So everything we've got these days, like you said, have the QR installation guidelines on it. Something maybe not so super sexy, but an ESFR guard for ESFR. So 8-9 and our codes there
for the racks and stuff.
That's right. Yeah. These are getting they're getting more and more popular, if you will, or in need. So we're bringing out some new products from that standpoint. Hard to bring a whole lot in, but if you want to take a shot up in this, what I want to talk about is new Viking foam and high X offering.
Okay. I
think we just who was it? Chris Machaney out of St. Louis just sold our first high X job.
Yeah.
High expansion foam with Viking is something that we've been awfully proud of with our high X generators. They're the lightest in the market without a doubt, but they're still very large. So we don't have any on the floor today.
Right.
But knowing that you have another option out there now.
Oh, the generator.
The high X generator.
You gotta mount
no
that
moving parts.
Oh, wow.
Again, maybe something you jump on the Viking site, you get a blow up, a nice breakdown of what that piece looks like. But
and then we've also got digital tools related to the high X systems. If the process of going through and calculating a whole high X job can take a while, we've got a digital tool that just walks you right through it, exactly which kind of job you're doing, what the specs are, and you end up with a full product list.
I've actually tried it. It's super easy to use, even for somebody that's not a designer.
Yeah, even if you don't quite understand what you're putting in, you'll get just a very comprehensive list. So our digital team did an awesome job with that.
Looks like a couple of jet engines.
It does.
It's very unassuming when you walk up to it, but from the weight standpoint, and I can't give you the full-on dimensions of it, but what I do know is it's not going to take a crane to get them up there. They're actually come in 2 or 3 parts to assemble, and you're ready to go with it. And we've had a lot of great feedback with it. Super excited to be a part of that business. Is something that we've wanted to be in for a while. And our engineering team's done a phenomenal job with that. And to Nancy's point, making it easier for other contractors who maybe haven't been in that business to learn how to do that and gain confidence to do that. So always working on a new service equation for them.
Well, I know, and foam is big, right, with all the changes potentially to 409 coming and all the restrictions. So I'm sure your team is high on the environmental
absolutely
piece of it.
That's what took us so long, really, was trying to make sure we dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's associated with that.
Right, because when you guys were developing that, all the stuff is coming out with the environmental regulations and stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We got in the middle of something and had to do a little bit to work with them.